Good morning, sir. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. Would you mind please introducing yourself?
My name is Thione Niang, and I'm the founder and president of the One Project.
Wow. This project is being developed worldwide. What are the main objectives of this project?
Well, the project that I founded this 2 years ago and is now operating in United States of America, in Cleveland, Ohio, in Washington, D.C., and also in Paris, in Rouen, that means in France, in Senegal, and both in Dakar and in Kaolack, where I was born, and now in Bénin, and also in Montreal, Canada. And the aim of the project is to engage the youth into civic engagement, is more into leadership, meaning that young people can be the change that they really want to see in their communities, in their immediate communities, before they even think about the national side or going on to the world. That each one of them can bring something to their community, each one of them can be that agent of change. And that's that message, and that's that a framework that we built, the Give One Project, and now is operating in those countries that I mentioned earlier to just engage the youth. And here in Benin, you've seen the young people are really engaged onto that in 3 different cities. Here in Cotonou and Parakou, and also in Porto Novo, and they're doing a lot of civic engagement work, a lot of leadership work, meaning they're going to the community to see where the needs are and getting involved onto that from the bottom and up. Mm-hmm.
Well, do you think that the youth are quite representatives and they're active enough?
I think in this particular country, yes, they are very active because mind you that the organization just started here. Since my last visit in this country was in March, April, and then when I left, they created the nonprofit themselves. They started working, and now they are in 3 different cities. They have a lot of different members, and almost every weekend they have activities by doing community cleanups to doing volunteerism work in their communities, to helping mentor students in elementary schools, to taking care of the university, especially in Parakou. They're doing a lot of those kind of work, and just last week I saw that they did they sponsored a child who didn't have the means to go to school in the rentrées, but they all put their money in, $5 here, $1, 1, 2, 100 CFA, whatever, and put it together and buy all the means that all of the materials that the kid needed to sponsor that child. And those are some actions that I salute that the kids keep doing, also to get involved in their community, to not wait for nobody to do anything for them, but for them to bring their resources together and help develop their community and help change their country. And I saw they have done a few weeks ago another campaign in the university and in their communities, also in Parakou and in Cotonou, to sensibilize young people on AIDS and preventions, how they can keep themselves safe from those diseases that's traveling around, not only in the country but around the world. And they also work in entrepreneurship training for the youth to help them to be more independent, to create their own opportunities, which jobs are developed for them. They have their talents, their skills. They can use those talents and their skills, create their own companies and create their own ways of being free financially, and also help other young people beneath them to do the same thing. So all of these programs and umbrellas around that the young people are doing through that organization here in Benin, in other countries. But yes, to answer your question, I know it's very long, but just to answer it is very, they're very dynamic, they're very engaged, they understand the core of it, what it means to be a leader, and I'm very pleased to see that in less than a year they've been able to do that of their own, because I didn't bring no finances, no nothing for them. All I gave them is the framework and just engaging them and staying in touch with them with social media, and also talking to them via Skype, via Facebook, emails, to be able to just give them a little bit of push, and they've been going with that, and I'm very pleased to see that.
Well, I believe that you intended to have, let's say, a kind of new leadership, and I hope that the youth, they are quite working very hard at the grassroots to really be the relay, and why not the leadership that can be the model. Well, do you think that they can be really efficient enough to cope with the coming situations in the world?
Well, I believe that, as you heard it today, the representative of the president The Minister of La Défense said it today. Minister Rokhaya of the microfinance said it yesterday on the national television. That the core of any society in the world is the youth, and the future of any country is the young people. And then the president said it yesterday, when Rokhaya was quoting him, that any country which fails to invest in its youth doesn't have a future. And I totally agree with that. So yes, I agree that young people have those abilities if we give them the opportunity that they need to develop their leadership, to have a seat on the table, to listen to them and their ideas, because they are very creative and they got a lot of energy that sometimes we don't have. And sometimes we don't listen enough to them. But if we just take a little time to listen to them and bring them into the process of the decision-making process, you'll be surprised to what they can do. Because to be honest with you, I'm very surprised to the result that I see this being achieved with what the young people have been doing since we started this program here in other countries, which in France that I just left. The young people are doing amazing work there. In the U.S., the young people I'm working with doing the same thing. In Senegal, where my home country is, they're doing the same thing. So what I'm calling on to young people, to the government here and to the officials, is to continue this kind of initiative to support the youth, because the president here understands how important that is, and I'm very pleased to be in a country where the president understands the investment into the youth is what the future of this country is going to look like tomorrow. Yes.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you on board, and I hope that you have a last appeal to the youth.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me here. This is a great country. This is always welcoming to me. This is my second time, and it's like a home now coming here. And the young people here, the message that I continue to tell them is what I said last time when I was here. Do not wait for nobody to give you anything. Do not wait for the future to be created by somebody for you. You have to go and create the future. You have to be, as Gandhi said, that the change that you want to see in the world is you. It starts from you. If young people in other countries can do it, you can do it. Benin needs you. Your community needs you. Africa needs you in general. And the world needs you. And it's too much at stake for us to just sit aside and let others do it for us. So I'm calling on to all of them that's watching this program to get up and do something, get involved. It starts from just helping to clean your neighborhood. It starts from you see something wrong in your neighborhood, you go and try to fix it before you complain about a government who's going to fix it or somebody else. If you see corruption going on, you try to stop it. You don't encourage it by giving into it. So those are the kind of things that I try to share with young people all across the world and all across Africa. And I'm hoping that my young brothers and sisters that are watching this can take that little push again and keep moving Africa forward and keep moving Benin forward. And thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for the interview.
Great pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
There comes a time when we hit a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying.
Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
We can't go on pretending day by day
that someone somehow will soon make a change.
We are all a part of God's great big family, and it's true, you know, love is all we need. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just
for help will not be in vain.
We can't let them suffer. No, we cannot turn away.
Right now, they need a helping